When he introduced the telephone to the world, Alexander Graham Bell never could have imagined what an explosion of ringing would fill our lives today. It is virtually impossible to escape the ring of a telephone, especially with the advent of the cell phone. However, along with that ringing goes the ability to communicate from anywhere to anywhere. What happens, though, when you want to communicate with someone who doesn't hear that ringing in the first place? With New York Relay Service, people who are deaf, hard of hearing, or who are speech disabled can now place telephone calls to hearing people and vice versa. This means business as usual for the hearing public, and it means that those who previously couldn't depend on telephones can now readily use them. This also means more and better business for companies who know how to use the relay service to communicate with people who are deaf, hard of hearing, or who are speech disabled. This video will show you how simple it is to communicate through New York Relay Service. If someone receives a call through New York Relay for the first time, this is how the call may sound.
Hello, a person who is deaf or hard of hearing is calling you through the relay. This is operator 3200. Have you received a relay call before?
No, I have not.
The person who has called you is either deaf or hard of hearing. They will be typing their conversation, which will be read to you. When you hear the phrase, "Go ahead," please respond directly to the caller. The operator will type everything that is heard back to the caller. One moment for your call to begin.
To place a relay call to a deaf, hard of hearing, or speech disabled customer who uses a TTY phone, the hearing caller connects to a relay operator by dialing 711. The caller is asked for the number that they are calling, and then the operator will let the caller know that they will be off the line until the TTY user is connected. Once the party is connected, the hearing customer speaks a message to the operator, who then relays that message through a text message to the TTY user. When each person finishes a message, they either type or say "GA" or "Go ahead," so the other person knows it's their turn. At the very end of the call, to let the other person know you are finished, you type or say "SK," which means you are ready to hang up. The following is a typical scenario for businesses that use relay to earn and keep business.
Good morning, Gina. Are you getting settled here?
Hi, Dr. Barnes. Yes, everyone is great. I love working in private practice again, and I'm getting to know your patients one by one.
Well, here's another one you can get to know. His name is Bill Gillespie. Would you give him a call, please? Let him know that his test results are in, and then set up a follow-up appointment for us.
Very good. I'll do that right now.
Oh, I should mention, Mr. Gillespie is deaf. We always place our calls to him through New York Relay.
I've never used that before. Are there directions around?
It's easy. Even a doctor can do it. I'll walk you through it. Use the speakerphone so we can both hear what's going on, please.
Then just dial the number?
No, just dial 711. When the operator answers, tell what number you wish to reach. Then the relay operator will place the call for you. When you talk, speak directly to Mr. Gillespie, not like you're talking to the operator. Oh, and when you're ready for Mr. Gillespie to respond, just say, "Go ahead," or "GA." Then the operator will know that you're done speaking. And when the call is finished, say SK.
All right, here we go. 711.
You have reached the New York Relay Service. Press 1 to place a relay call.
New York Relay, this is operator 5609. May I have the number you're calling, please?
Yes, the number is 227-3236.
One moment, I'll be offline until your party answers.
How's this work?
Well, the operator places the call. Mr. Gillespie's phone rings and a light flashes. He uses a special telephone for the deaf called a TTY. Then he types in his responses, and the operator reads aloud what Mr. Gillespie's typed.
Hello, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Gina, and I'm calling from Dr. Barnes' office. I'm calling Mr. Bill Gillespie. Go ahead.
This is Bill. I don't think we've met, Gina. Are you new at Dr. Barnes' office? Go ahead.
Yes, I started last week. Mr. Gillespie, Dr. Barnes has your test results and would like to schedule a follow-up appointment. He has time available this Thursday at 3 or 4:15 or on Friday morning at 9:30. Which works best for you? Go ahead.
Thursday at 4:15 will work best. I can swing by after work. Go ahead.
Great. I look forward to meeting you then. Go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate your call. See you Thursday. Go ahead to SK.
Yes, goodbye. SK. Well, that wasn't so hard.
Good. Thanks for making the call.
Once again, here is how to place a call through New York Relay to a deaf, hard of hearing, or speech disabled person who uses a TTY phone. First, dial 711 or 1-800-421-1220 if you're not able to access 711 from your office. When the relay operator answers, provide the phone number of the person you wish to reach. It is important to note that all relay calls are confidential. There is no additional charge to use the relay service. For long-distance relay calls, there is a discounted rate provided through Sprint, unless you request another carrier. You now know how to use New York Relay Service to place a call to a person who uses a text telephone to communicate with others who use a standard voice telephone. It could mean more business for your business, and it certainly will be better business. The second most common form of telephone communication for people who are deaf or hard of hearing is called Voice Carryover Service, or VCO. This is ideal for people who prefer to use their voice rather than type. This can also be a very convenient way for a person who loses their hearing late in life to communicate using the telephone. For the hearing caller, the process starts out the same way. They call New York Relay at 711 and give the relay operator the telephone number of the person they are calling. Once the operator has connected the two parties, the hearing caller will hear the deaf or hard of hearing person's voice. The relay operator then types what the hearing caller is saying to the VCO user. The VCO user reads the text display on their VCO phone. The VCO user responds using his or her own voice. The following is a typical scenario for businesses that use relay to earn and keep business.
You have reached the New York Relay Service. Press 1 to place a relay call.
New York Relay, this is operator 8020. May I have the number you were calling, please?
Yes, the number is 227-7271.
One moment. I'll be offline until the party answers.
Hello, this is Nancy. Go ahead.
Hi, Nancy. This is Tom from Capstone Mortgage. Go ahead.
Oh, Tom, I hope you're calling with good news. Go ahead.
I sure am. Your mortgage has been approved, and we have a closing set for the 28th. Go ahead.
Oh, Tom, thank you. That's perfect. I was hoping we would get this done before the end of the month. Go ahead.
I'll put the papers in the mail for you, and I will call you next week. Go ahead to SK.
Oh, I so appreciate all your help. Thanks so much, Tom. Bye-bye. SK.
Thank you, Nancy. Bye-bye.
To place a call through New York Relay to a deaf or hard of hearing person who uses a voice carryover phone, you simply dial 711 or 1-800-421-1220 if you're not able to access 711 from your office. When the relay operator answers, provide the name and phone number of the person you wish to reach. Remember, all relay calls are confidential, and there is no additional charge to use the relay service. For long-distance relay calls, there is a discounted rate provided through Sprint, unless you request another carrier. You now know how to use New York Relay Service to place a call to a person who uses a voice carryover telephone to communicate with others who use a standard voice telephone. It could mean more business for your business, and it certainly will be better business. To find out more about New York Relay Service, go to www.nyrelay.com. Don't wait. Communicate through Relay today.